Hello everybody, my name is Nathan. Welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Lava Resistance as Portugal. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, Germany is now halfway through Danziger War, so I'm sure it means there's 35 days left, 31 days, until the Second World War begins. We're still doing our focus, trying to get our way down to, the Fifth Empire. I've decided that I'm just going to basically force my way into the Axis. It's a little bit strange that it just kind of kicks me out. And there's no way for me to stay fascist and get rid of the unstable republic modifier, which is going to definitely bring my stability down to 0 if I allow it to, which is terrible. And I think at least it's not really fair for us. But either way, we'll turn off the fog of war here. I do have my spies still doing some pressure in Spain. We definitely don't need that anymore. Let's put some intel networks in southern France. And I'm hoping that when the war breaks out, I mean, France should fall pretty easily. I don't know if they've done the modifier to remove the 80% penalty. No, they still have to join the government. I don't remember where they actually get rid of that modifier. But either way, they haven't done it. So they should capitulate probably before we even get to Paris, I would say. We do need more steel. We have some free civilian factories as well. Let's build more military factories in Lisbon for now. I mean, we could go for... we get war support down. Our war support's already actually, like, kind of bad. Which is unfortunate. We got our artillery upgrade. So it's 1939. You know what? Let's go for Sport Weapons 3. It's a little bit ahead of time, but honestly, it's not too bad. And I don't know if we'll really be able to break anywhere in southern France, to be completely honest with you. I mean, actually, how's you got troops around Gibraltar. You got troops all in Africa as well. So hopefully, the Panay incident and some fuel storage. Okay. Let's go for excavation 1. Actually, if we can not. No, that actually doesn't do anything for us because we're not actually making any steel. So actually cancel excavation 1 for sure. And instead, let's go for... Don't really have any points for land doctrine. Can't get the next level of heavy tank. Just the next level of military, please. You know what? That seems okay. Hopefully the Italian... I mean, France has to be spread somewhat thin. I would imagine they're guaranteeing a lot of places, but I don't think France is going to be living too much longer, to be honest. Our faction here. Our thing is done in 7 more days, giving us some more war support. A more recruitable population factor. My glasses are a little bit dirty, so I just gotta clean those off rather quickly. Yeah, but Danziger War, it should be fine. I mean, I'm not too worried about what the British are going to do. The Americans are probably not going to be joining up anytime soon. Poland has refused the ultimatum. Not a huge surprise. I'm assuming, yeah, Germany's declared war on Poland. They're now doing it around Maginot. We will just immediately join up in their wars. Again, I don't really care what's going to happen to our African colonies. It sucks that we're not going to control Angola. I think it has like 1 civilian factory in it, and a lot of our focuses are kind of dedicated to that. So we'll do the Fifth Empire, and then I'll just force my way back into the Axis. Human Rights accepted our offer to evade the naval blockade. I mean, I'm sure that's good. Poland's joining the Axis. We bypass that thing. And now we can claim some African territories, but I really don't think we need to do that quite yet. Yeah, people are getting involved now. Not a huge surprise. What I'm going to do is 2 divisions. Probably not 2. You know what? 1 division. Just hang on to Lisbon so it doesn't get navally invaded. Italy. Yeah, I can get involved in the war. Spain, will you do it? No, because you're recovering from the Civil War, so you actually do not want to join any wars until 1944, huh? I mean, I might still join early. I mean, they did last time when we were playing as a... Yeah, like right now. Okay. So I'm not too sure what's necessarily different about what happens now, but... Or why, I should say, they would refuse my call to arms, but then maybe they offer to join the Germans. That's my best guess. But I don't really know. We can at least push away over here. Oh, they've actually taken Gibraltar. Fantastic. Yeah, thank you, Italy, for some supplies as well. Airways with no assigned missions. That's fine, because I know my Air Force is not capable of really doing too much. So I prefer to keep them out of the line of fire for now. And we have pushed our way through the border provinces here. Unsurprisingly, not going to be able to push our way through Maginot, but as soon as Poland falls and they go around Maginot, should be looking good for us. All of you push up this way. I mean, I don't really have any information about what's happening over here. There's also going to be a naval invasion in Spain, but that is okay. Okay, yeah, so the pact has been invoked. Not a huge surprise there. Oh, makes some information about what's happening over here now. Fantastic. So we can actually break through you as well. Okay, and what we're going to do at this point is immediately bust our way through here. You go through here. You can hang out for now. But I would say our attacks are going pretty decently. Because France is kind of wasting all their organization. Kind of suiciding their troops into the mountain range, which probably is not like the best idea. So you guys stay back here. That is fine. I mean, we're close to taking Bordeaux. And remember, France falls at 70%. So taking Bordeaux probably not going to be enough to capitulate them, but it's going to get them pretty close. Yeah, Poland's already looking pretty bad. Have you done the, Okay, you have done the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, so you will get half of your territory to the Soviets when the time comes. Okay, so we can do something like this here. Definitely be able to bust our way through this province. Yeah, but they've actually going to push us a little bit out of Bordeaux, but that's okay. You know, we're doing pretty good work. So it's 1939 still. Let's get the 1940 research tech. I think that seems okay. And okay, Italy hasn't pushed their way through it all. Germany hasn't pushed their way through it all, but nobody is surprised by that. German pressure towards Benelux. Do they have any troops on those borders? They don't, so we'll see how that actually turns out for them. Hopefully good, but they might also just end up suiciding their way onto the lowlands. Which wouldn't be great for us, obviously. And we don't want to take too many casualties here. I've already taken 13,000. Which is not fantastic. And there's already a naval invasion. Where is the naval invasion? It's coming down to the south of our territory here. So everybody hold position. You two are going to have to come back down here. Like, I knew they were going to try to do an invasion somewhere, but... I think at this point you just kind of hold your ground. Yeah, the British have landed down towards the south, which is dangerous for us, to be sure. So please make your way down to the south ASAP. Fall of Warsaw, fantastic. So that means that should be Poland out of the war soon. They'll soon be out of the war. Yeah, those are just naval battles going on down to the south. I'm surprised our troops are doing so bad. I guess they had air superiority, huh? Yeah, how much is that actually affecting our troops? The negative 26% modifier, which is not fantastic. Okay, but our reinforcements have arrived. Poland has fallen, fantastic. So that should mean that the Germans are going to, yeah, push their way into the lowlands. What we want to do here is we want to capture this port from the Brits. If we control the ports, that means they're not going to have any supplies, which works out well for us. You go back to Lisbon. Just kill them all off. And I know that worked out okay. We do need more manpower, which we cannot get until we have 150 political power. And we're missing a ton of steel. I'm assuming we're probably trading with the United States. You're probably trading with the Brits, if I had to take a guess. And as soon as you guys are all defeated, you can then transfer back up to the North Front. Belgium's joined the Allies. Well, hopefully Germany can actually beat them and not just make like one continuous front line. Because that would be kind of bad. Obviously. We're holding the fort. How many men do you have? 1770, 173 divisions, which is a pretty massive gap that I don't really know. They're 36%. I'm assuming Germany's a spy master. No, nobody's a spy master quite yet, but I haven't upgraded anything. Probably because I don't have factories. I mean, I have some. Not as many as I would like. We're still on partial mobilization, I think, so. No, we're on early. Yeah, which is worse. Because we want to get away with the war economy. We need a lot of political power right now. Which is something I don't really have. Okay, so the Germans have smashed their way through the Dutch, which is lovely. And hopefully soon they'll bypass Maginot, go their way to Paris. The Netherlands has capitulated. And soon I think Belgium will as well. Which might pull some of these troops up towards the north. Okay, what I'm going to do now is allow Diplo. Am I now in the faction? Okay, now I'm in the faction. Turn off allow Diplo. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up. But that's okay. Well, we're not going to attack China or Japan for obvious reasons. Nationalist intervention I don't think makes any sense right now. So you know what? Let's go for more military factories maybe? I don't control Angola anymore, so we can't really do any of this stuff. Let's go some artillery upgrades. So now we got a cool ass flag. Yeah, so you guys are still fine up here. We're now back in the Axis. Everything is okay. So let's just not worry about it. Luckily, the French didn't attack us when that happened, because they probably could have made some serious gains when half the troops had no organization whatsoever. Look at this. The Allies have already lost almost 1 million men. Just an embarrassment for them. Yeah, and this is lovely. Are you going to pull troops away from the south? You're not, huh? Not great for us, but apparently we do have air superiority now. Maybe it's from the Germans. I'm not too sure. Like, how many planes do I have? I have 12 planes. No, I have 24 planes. Not enough to really contend anywhere in terms of naval or air superiority. Which is a real shame. Yeah, and I think France is already dead. As soon as they get to Paris... If they get to Paris, I should say... Then things will be looking much better. I think all the British troops are also going to just be completely stuck. So does that mean we got to immediately start preparing our invasion of England? Perhaps. I guess we can only trade with Germany now because nobody actually likes us. Yeah, because everyone gets a negative 100% mod... Like, threatening ambitions. I don't know why it's a negative 100 modifier with everybody on the... Like, on Earth. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but sure, whatever. Even Germany's like +0. Does that ever go away? I don't know. Yep, the French are very much dead. As soon as you guys take Paris, that should be the end of the French Republic. They've already losing their territory in Algeria as well, which is nice. We did lose all of our colonies to the Brits, but that was kind of to be expected. Overall, I think things are going pretty well for our little Portuguese empire. Let's see. Go for better Don't research tactical bombers. What's wrong with you? We don't have any planes. Maybe just go for light tanks as well. I'm really not too sure what the best course of action there is. Well, Paris fallen. France has fallen. German Reich seems unstoppable. Okay. So with that dealt with, I don't really know where we're supposed to go now. To be completely honest with you. You're in the faction, right? No, you're no faction. Your independence is guaranteed by the Germans, which is understandable. And we'll kill the Brits in Bordeaux. It looks like they're trying to put more troops in here, which I think is a major mistake on their part. I mean, they still actually almost field as much manpower as we do. Still. I'm a little bit surprised by it, to be completely honest. So Vichy France is looking pretty strong. Emergency powers baton. Can you actually join the Germans? End the occupation. I think when you end the occupation, you just get invaded by Germany. So probably not in your best interest to do so. That's a lot of British troops dead. So we are spy now. Build some intelligent networks in London. Because how much do we actually know about them? We know 17% of their army. They have somewhere between not a lot of men and a shit ton of men. So a good range there. Apparently just nobody has any boats in the English Channel. Which seems a bit odd to me. So we might as well prepare for a naval invasion then. Get all of our troops onto this border. So I don't know, when will Germany try to attack the Brits? Or not the Brits, attack the my brain is melting. Attack the Soviets. I don't know actually. I mean, they could do it right now, theoretically. There is nothing stopping them. I mean, they still gotta get Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Greece. There's a lot of countries that are eventually going to be at war with the Axis. We still got Lisbon, you know, secure. Brits have taken over the Isles here, but that's fine, I think. Free France, these Free French troops should have basically no organization at all. Where even is their capital then? Is it in, no, because that's owned by Vichy France as well. I don't know where your capital is. But that's okay. Let's... I like no... Am I missing any equipment? A little bit of motorized and some heavy tanks. Not a huge surprise there. So let's put one more in the heavy tanks. Let's increase our manpower pool. And I think overall things are looking pretty solid for us. I mean, France is dead. We have no enemies on the continent at the moment. Let me just double check. There's no ships here, right? For some reason. No. So I believe we could probably navally invade southern England. Like, pretty easily. German into Scandinavia. And these other wars shouldn't take too long. Their war with Norway, though, I think is going to be very different, seeing as the AI doesn't have a perfect track record with invading people navally, which is fine. Yeah, but Denmark has lost the war. Not a huge surprise there. Let's put some anti-air guns in Lisbon. I don't know if it really matters too much, but, you know, we might as well try. There's more factories there as well. You know what, actually, what we need? Instead of military factories, we need some civilian factories. Because we need to be able to trade more stuff away to get the supplies we need. The raw materials. We got a military police. Engineering. I'm honestly not too sure we want to research right now. But that's okay. We'll set all these to 200, even though I know the planes aren't going to be super useful at the moment. Send them up to northern France. We got the 1940s weapons ready. And it is 1940 itself. So you know what? Go even for the next level of industry. Even though it's going to be a little bit ahead of time. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed, put a thumbs up. Not enjoy, please thumb down. You want to subscribe, and goodbye.